Trump is considering hiring Fox News' favorite sheriff to his administration. I'm talking, of course, about David Clark. Sheriff David Clark, the controversial, again, I love how they use that word when they don't want to condemn, even though they should, Milwaukee County Sheriff, whose jail had a prisoner die on its watch after cutting off his water supply for days, may soon be getting a job in the Trump administration. Politico's sources claim that the Trump administration is eyeing Clark for a position at the Department of Homeland Security. The position in question will not require Senate confirmation, and one source tells Politico that it is not a done deal at this point. Hiring Clark to any post at the Department of Homeland Security would ignite a firestorm of controversy, as the sheriff has become known both for his controversial statements and for having a jail where prisoners regularly wind up dead. So let me give you some more information on that. 4 people died in his prisons, or his jail, in just 2016. 1 year, 4 people. There was at least one that died of thirst. Okay, to me, right away, I don't know, you got to have a trial, you got to lock this guy up. I mean, that's gross negligence at the very least. Maybe murder. I mean, he died of thirst? Somebody died of thirst in the United States of America while they were behind bars? And that's at least one of them. I think it might have been 2 that died of thirst. Another thing he regularly does, has people chain them up. There's a woman who gave birth, didn't take him to the hospital, chained her up. While she was giving birth, they refused to take her out of the chains. I mean, what the fuck is this, man? Is this the Hunger Games or some shit? Is this the movie Hostel or something? What's like... That's fucking crazy, man. The woman's going to give birth. You're going to keep her chained and not even take her to the hospital. By the way, a newborn baby died in his jail. And he's Fox News' favorite sheriff. Why? He's a black guy who hates black people. I'm not kidding. That's the exact role he plays. He always goes on there to lecture black people. Oh, culture sucks. Everything about you sucks. Why don't you shape up and pull yourself up by your bootstraps? And, oh, I hate black people. Oh, why can't I wash off my own skin color? He's Uncle Tom's Uncle Tom. That's who this guy is. And he, by the way, he also claimed that Black Lives Matter and ISIS work together. He also loves to play the law and order card. He said, well, I'm for law and order. And then in the next breath, he would say, it's time for pitchforks and torches. Which is it, big guy? Which is it? Are you for law and order, or is it time for pitchforks and torches? You can't have it both ways. One or the other. So you want a violent mob to do something, or you're for law and order? And again, how much are you for law and order if people keep dying in your prisons because you don't give them water? What a sick, sick guy this is, man. And what happened? Now they're considering hiring him. Think about that. They just got rid of, what's-his-face? Sebastian Gorka. We haven't spoke much about this guy on air, but he's a guy who was, an aide or an advisor or something to Trump. And just, proven overt Nazi ties. And then all this leaked, and it showed it to the point where even his administration, they couldn't fucking defend it. So they're quietly like, let that guy go, yeah. Yeah, you got us, Nazi. Anyway. So, but they get rid of him, and then they're like, okay, can we bring in the black sheriff who hates black people and murders from time to time? Can we bring that guy in? What a lunatic. Sheriff David Clark, a genuinely shitty person who's a criminal, they're now considering him, which yet again shows Trump can't get enough of the shows. There are reports he watches at least 6 hours a day of cable news. So he really does find people who are on TV. I'm going to hire that person. He considered Judge Napolitano of Fox News for the Supreme Court. He hired, what's her name, Ainsley Earhart or something like that? Forgive me if I'm butchering it or if it's a different Fox host, but she's a female Fox host. He hired her to be a spokesperson, I think, for the State Department. He just watches TV. I like that one. Hire that one. It's so sad, and it's unconscionable that they're even considering a guy like this.